HSBC Bank opens a cryptocurrency exchange in Hong Kong while also announcing that there is huge systemic risk of a possible recession in the United States. What does this mean? Welcome back to the Blockcash podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Make sure to check out our Patreon. We talk about chart analysis Monday through Friday. Check it out. Check out our sponsors, PIKA Crypto and BENFT. PIKA Crypto is revolutionizing the intersection of gaming and blockchain. Check out their TCG, Elders of Kai. Super cool, guys. Links in the description below. Check out BENFT. They're revolutionizing the intersection of education using artificial intelligence, AI, and DeFi methods. Very exciting stuff. All right. So following the opening of trading, we're going to read through this article real quick. For Bitcoin and Ethereum in Hong Kong by the Asian branch HSBC, they're taking jibes at the U.S. market. Now, according to HSBC's asset manager, the United States will soon enter a recession with the clear and obvious repercussions on the European front as well, which has already been stated to be in a recession. So why are they warning about it? Well, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, HSBC, also known as HSBC, will open up to cryptocurrency trading in Hong Kong. Again, Hong Kong is becoming a huge hub for cryptocurrency, but more specifically via ETF futures for Bitcoin and Ethereum. The multinational banking company posted a net profit of $15 billion in 2018, chose to focus on the crypto sector given the tensions at the regulatory level in the United States following the latest SEC allegations. It is possible that Hong Kong or Chinese business exchanges more generally will be the next dominant exchange for cryptocurrency industry given the complexity of the U.S. framework. Global chief strategist of HSBC's Asian subsidiary, Joseph Little, predicted a U.S. recession in Q4 of 2023 with a year of economic contraction on the horizon for Europe as well. Q4 is the end of this year, so they're saying sometime. The yawn. So they're saying that by the time we get around to November, we get around to December, maybe this will be in full swing, especially as the market gets strained because of the holidays. Inflation has come down a little bit, but we've yet to see it come down substantially, I think. And Jerome Powell and the Fed have held off on pushing rates, at least in the last month, but he's asserted that maybe they'll be necessary later this year, which is not a good sign because there's no chance of rates being cut in 2023. It's going to take quite a while. That's going to put tremendous strain on the economy. And the recession will be more like the recession that occurred in the 90s that led to a 1-2% decline overall in GDP. The situation is becoming very uncertain and unstable for the U.S., facing high inflation, interest rates like we talked about at 5.25%, and the Treasury debt continuing to rise. Let's see. So despite the announcement by HSBC, many supporters of the crypto world appeared unconcerned. Rightfully so, when you got plenty of other places to go. Like, who cares about the U.S. at this point? The market is global. Crypto is global, not just in the U.S. A recession risk has already been priced into the market over the last few months, potentially. And the banking institutions' predictions have come late to real events in the Western world. In addition, the term recession, which basically means a situation where a country's GDP declines for 2 consecutive quarters, is represented of the outlook of the U.S., where the labor market remains strong. For now, there's tons of layoffs happening month over month, and that's not going to add up to anything good anytime soon. I was looking for the crypto stuff. Where is it in the article? Here it is. On the other hand, there is the fact that after HSBC's, they spelled this wrong. It's not HBSC. Come on, guys. en.cryptominus.ch. I should have picked a different website. You guys got to fix this. HSBC's announcement that they would open crypto ETF trading in Hong Kong, could send cryptocurrency prices into a frenzy to recover much more quickly. They're already doing that today. They've been doing that for the past few days. And from the shock of a U.S. disaster, as they are not tied to a specific territory, we all know that. So, some banks are trying to be smart, like HSBC. They are trying to front run what is going on right now. They're moving operations and consolidating in jurisdictions that are more friendly, especially on the front of crypto, which they do want to be involved in, especially when the market's this low. That's why you see BlackRock, Fidelity, every major asset manager going in wanting their own Bitcoin spot ETF, as well as trying to open up exchanges and trading desks, and now like fully bullish out of nowhere. They all want to be in crypto. They've just been waiting for the right time. And here's, I think, the first major bank that's wanting to do that. But they're being very strategic about it, which is smart, wanting to focus on Hong Kong, trying to get away from the U.S. market for a while. I think you'll see a lot of banks with the ability to do this, actually do this. JP Morgan obviously won't be able to. Bank of America, Wells Fargo. We did a video on Wells Fargo a few days ago. Banks that are tied, solely to the U.S. for the most part won't be able to really take advantage of those options, but they'll try and get exposure to crypto in the U.S. market. Now, crypto in the U.S. market will probably be one of the few things it does very well. Why? Well, because Bitcoin is an inflation hedge. Whether you want to believe it or not, every time we have risk of inflation or a market downturn or something that could affect the economy or the banking system itself, you saw the bank collapses this spring, and there's probably more coming on the horizon, which is why we did that video on Wells Fargo. I think a giant bank is going to go under after all this is said and done. At least, need to get bailed out. Crypto performs very well. Bitcoin in particular performs very well. When we were having the bank crisis this spring, Bitcoin outperformed gold tremendously. Gold is the one that was supposed to perform the best. Historically, it's supposed to perform the best, but that's why Bitcoin was created. Bitcoin was created specifically because of what was seen in the 2008 recession, for these type of economic events, because of the money printing and the inflation and the burdensome nature of fiat. That is why Bitcoin exists. So yeah, of course, Bitcoin is, in this market, is going to be one of the few that do really good in a downturn, because that's where people will flock to. When you want to get out of the dollar because it's becoming worth less and less and less every single week, where do you go? You could buy gold. It probably will store your value pretty well, but you can't really spend it or transact in it. You can with Bitcoin. And I think that's what they're waking up to, is Bitcoin is the liquid gold option. It's protected by its code. It's decentralized. No one can truly manipulate it. It's immutable. It's always there. So I think HSBC is, way ahead of the game here. I don't think this is anything new in terms of news, but I think it's, more and more companies, banks, institutions piling in, starting to admit to the fact that the U.S. is heading for recession, potentially a lot worse. So, yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Make sure to like the video, comment your thoughts down below on everything that's happening, on the recession, on HSBC, on crypto, and these Bitcoin, Ethereum futures ETFs. Will we get an Ethereum ETF in the U.S. soon? That'll be very interesting to see as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much. You guys are the best. See you tomorrow. Cheers.